What if I told you that saving money might actually be keeping you poor? That sounds ridiculous, right? After all, we've been taught the same financial advice since childhood. Save your money, spend less, and build a nest egg. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Millions of people spend decades carefully saving every spare dollar they can, only to reach their 40s, 50s, or even retirement realizing they never actually built wealth. Why? Because they confuse saving money with growing money, and those are two completely different things. Today, we're going to talk about why most people are spending their money the wrong way, why blindly saving can be a trap, and how wealthy people think about money differently. But let's be clear, saving money is important. You need an emergency fund, you need cash for unexpected expenses, you need a financial cushion, but beyond that point, excessive saving can become a problem. Imagine someone who saves $500 every month and keeps it in a bank account. After 10 years, they've saved $60,000. Sounds impressive, but here's the catch. Inflation has been quietly eating away at the value of the money the entire time. Things that cost 100 today might cost 130 or 140 10 years from now. So while the number in the account got bigger, the purchasing power of that money actually shrank. In other words, they worked hard for every dollar, but those dollars became weaker over time. Money sitting still is losing a race, and inflation is the competitor that's always moving. The wealthy understands this. They don't just save money, they put money to work. And here's where things get interesting. Most people think there are only two options, spend money or save money. But there's actually a third category, invest money. And that's where the biggest misunderstanding happens. Let's say you spend $1,000 on a new phone. A year later, it's worth less. 2 years later, it's worth even less. That's consumption. Now imagine taking that same $1,000 and investing it in a business, an index fund, a skill, or equipment that helps you earn more money. Instead of decreasing in value, it has the potential to grow. That's investment. The problem isn't that people spend too much. The problem is that they spend on things that don't create future value. Expensive cars, luxury items, constant upgrades, status symbols, things that make them look wealthy without actually making them wealthier. And that's a dangerous game to play because appearances don't pay bills, assets do. One of the biggest mindset shifts you can make is realizing that every dollar has a job. The question is, what job are you assigning it? Poor spending asks, what can this money buy me today? Smart spending asks, what can this money earn me tomorrow? That's why wealthy people often make purchases that seem boring. They buy stocks, businesses, rental properties, education, tools, systems, things that generate returns. While everyone else is chasing lifestyle upgrades, they're building income producing assets. Think about it this way. If you let's say spend 5,000 on a luxury vacation, you get memories. Nothing wrong with that. But if you invest the same $5,000 into something that grows at 10% annually, that money could potentially double over time. One purchase creates a temporary experience. The other creates future opportunities. Again, this doesn't mean never enjoy your life. It means understanding the trade-off. Every dollar spent today is a dollar that can't grow tomorrow. The reason most people never build real wealth isn't because they don't make enough money. It's because they never develop a strategy for where their money goes. Every raise becomes a bigger lifestyle. Every bonus becomes a shopping spree. Every extra dollar disappears. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it's one of the biggest wealth killers in the world. The more money people earn, the more they spend. So despite increasing income, they stay in the exact same financial position. The wealthy often do the opposite. When income increases, investments increase first. Lifestyle comes second. They use today's income to buy tomorrow's freedom. And over time, the gap becomes enormous because wealth isn't built by how much you earn, it's built by how much of your income is buying assets instead of liabilities. So, in conclusion, should you stop saving? Not exactly. But you should stop thinking the saving alone is the goal. Saving is step one. It's the parking lot, not the destination. The real goal is to direct your money towards things that grow, produce, and create value over time. Instead of asking, how can I save money? Start asking, how can I make my money work harder than I do? Because the difference between financial struggle and financial freedom often comes down to one simple shift. Stop treating money as something to store, start treating it as something to deploy. The people who build real wealth aren't necessarily the people who earn the most. They're the people who understand that every dollar is a worker. And the sooner you put your dollars to work, the sooner they stop depending on you. If you found this valuable, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What's one thing you spent money on that ended up making you more money later? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.